Oh shit. Y'all caught me drinking on the job. How's it going tonight, guys? Uh, Rock Candy, you're new here unless you changed your name. Melanie, average opinionated YouTuber. Uh, how's it going, Adam? Should I order Domino's or Wendy's? Pizza Hut. Uh, Bounty says Wendy's. Betty Boop. Dougie, hello, brother from the UK. It's 1:33 a.m. I think that was a little while ago, Kane. Gary from Scotland. My baby. What 3 words? Well, we're going to talk about those 3 words here in a minute. Wyatt posted that comment the other time. What are you talking about, Battle Droid? What comment? Why did Michael call you dung? 1767? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Which, I mean, he's the clickbait king or queen. Whatever you. He's definitely the queen. All right, Haley, you'll be jumping back and forth. I'll catch up with you. Hope you're feeling all right. Did you try Bridget's breast milk yet? Beast, goodbye. What a slack bastard. Chief. Bungee breeder? Ooh. Okay. Never heard that one before. Lindsay Miller, how's it going? Yeah, I'd say you're new here. I've never seen you in here before, but welcome to the room. Randy. Blackmaster Joe, what's up? We're going to be talking about it here soon. Y'all be thinking about it, though. She's peachy tonight. Dougie's buddy. Who are you talking about? No, I'm sure y'all are curious about the 3 little words that I'm. Say hello to my wife, Nikki, please. Yeah, okay, whatever. Sticky Buds from the UK. What 3 words? Now, what 3 words do you think would piss me off that we hardly see anymore? J Baby from Tennessee. Sweet. Funny Grandma Show. How's it going? Guys, I was born in the 60s. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Things were a lot different. just about everything that you put your hands on in stores back then was primarily made here. Adam, yeah, I've been to Canada. When was the last time that you actually slapped your hand on something that said made in the USA? You don't see it anymore. That's right, JK. You don't see it. And when I was hauling gas, I had one fitting that was over 40 years old. And it said made in the USA. And the worst thing about our country these days, I don't even think our flags are made. They're not. They're not. At least not the ones you can buy in the store. I think that they were buying them from somewhere else for the White House, and it became a big to do, and they had to change something real quick. So the ones that are flying at the White House are made in the USA. From what I've told, my uncle is still in Australia fighting the wildfires. Part of Australia has been seen slight rain showers. Wow. Chief, I wish him the best. Dennis, what's going on, my brother? Long time. You still cooking on that grill? Yeah, funny grandma. I still got it. But anyway, made in the USA. We got stuff that's being assembled here, but that's not the same thing. Hell, even the steel coils. 85% of your steel coils that are over the interstates these days, they're not made here. They come in on the bottom of a ship. I just told one, Wyatt. Manufactured in the United States is not the same thing. You find a car from the 70s or the early 80s, and you put your hand on that motor, everything in there is going to be US made. Everything. They can't do it no more. There's global outsourcing parts now. It's not only that, it's the EPA. The EPA has shut so much stuff down that we can't work. It's crazy. You got more people unemployed now that were in the union. Not to knock the unions, because God knows we wouldn't be where we are today without them. But there's so many layoffs, so many jobs that are no longer here. They've gone to Mexico. Some have gone to Canada. But you see, when they did that, they gave the people the option to go. But when they went overseas, they didn't give them the option. They just left them high and dry here. 2 steel mills. I got a steel mill in my backyard, Jason. Okay. Nucor Steel's got a place right down the street from here. And their output is less than import. They import more through New Orleans up to Arkansas than they ever have. It's the same in the UK, no jobs. It's crazy. Have a lot of viewers in 9 minutes. Yeah, it's about normal. Little dude. That's about normal. And I got people that are Bible thumpers right up until acid droppers. So, I mean, I got a wide variety. I had an old 85 Dodge Ram. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, they wanted all those vehicles off the road because they lasted. A lot of U.S. fire protection coats are made in different countries, but labeled as American made. No, how they get away with it is the coats are made over there, and just like the fire protective shit that I used to have to wear underneath the rack, they would sew the reflective tape on the jackets. It was the only thing that was American made. That's how they got away with that. The boy on the tracks, murder outside Little Rock, and the lady. I don't remember that. Nick, my brother. Justin, yeah, I remember you too, bud. And I keep trying to keep things just like they are. Yeah, if you got a question, make sure you do a capital question and then all lowercase ask your question. Do you think, what was that? It's going to kick off with a rock? Clint, I could care less if it does or not. Because if it does, it does. And it's going to be the same thing as Desert Storm, Desert Shield all over again. To be honest with you, we pulled our troops out. That's what they said. I still don't believe they pulled them all out. They never do. Do I have a job? No, I'm disabled. Oh, man, I'm having a great afternoon. I made me some nice something for dinner, videoed it. I got to edit it. I'm going to slap it up there. It was the last time I saw Bridget. I saw her in the hospital while she was sleeping. That count? Question. 1 year ago, Jugger Nuggets, kid behind the camera, did ghost radio thing. They brought them up to kid behind the camera attacking and they found some pictures. What were the pictures? I have no idea what you're talking about, little dude. I mean, y'all asked me a question about what's going on over there. In the past, I could answer it, but that was in that part of that time that I wasn't hanging out over there anymore. So sorry, bud. I have no clue. Nope. Joshua, I have not talked to my daughter. She has chosen to keep me away from her and Michael. But if she wants to talk, all she's got to do is send me a message. Here, full career. Is it true Pickle Boy works with Paul Heyman? I know he used to. I don't know about now. Graphic designs or something. Best way to cook salmon? It depends on your personality. If you want it kind of dry, put it on the grill. If you want it moist and smoky, throw it in a smoker. If you don't mind it being fried in olive oil on low heat, get you a frying pan. Do not put it in the oven. You will overcook it. How's Fuzzy? Oh no, I went to go get my cup of coffee. She slapped me and took off. She's in one of her moods. Mach 1. Talked to my daughter. She asked if you can loan her some money. Wow. Rock candy. Yes, I have seen my granddaughter. Jay, what happened between me, Mike, and Bridget? You want the short story? Okay, here it comes. Michael faked a bunch of text messages, said that I said something that I didn't say, sent it to Bridget. It got around, and I'm supposed to be the biggest asshole in the world. Whatever. My steak, I like it rare. Do I like baseball? No, I lost all liking for baseball when they did strike. Plus, I mean, that was the actual American sport. How many Americans are playing it now? I mean, half the guys, you can't even say their names. Nick, I'd arm wrestle him. I'd twist his arm a little bit and slam it to the ground and most probably pull something out of socket. Anybody who's done arm wrestling, you start off like this, but you twist and turn it down. And that gives you the advantage. The first person that does it usually wins. Oh, Justin, I know I'm not an asshole. Well, it depends on the situation. Randy is garbage. I'm not even going to ask what it's about. Where's Fuzzy? I think she's a little upset with me. Usually I got treats for her in here, and when I come in here and sat down, she come down here wanting treats. I ain't got no more treats in here. That little bag pie guy sent me didn't last too long. I lost interest in the band home run race. I mean, when they went on strike, I mean, most of them guys was making 20 and 30 million dollars a year, and they wanted a fucking raise. What is wrong with them people? Mach 1, my holidays was good. Quiet. Real good, though. Was the biggest fish you ever caught? About 126-pound black tip off Folly Beach. It's when I was like 17 years old. I'm 50 something now. No, I don't watch their vlogs. That's why Fuzzy is mad at you. Well, I mean, I got treats for her, Mary. I got a whole bucket of the same type of treats. I just don't keep them in here. And she gets them in the morning. Trust me, my cat's going to eat food. before I do. Ever been to Myrtle Beach? Oh, once or twice. Just about every weekend that I was in high school. Biggest fish I ever caught was my wife. Oh my God. That's terrible. I hope she's not listening or watching. Most top secret thing about Michael, Bridget, they're aliens. And Bridget was a hatchling. Do I like saltwater fishing? Yeah. But see, this year they changed the rules and regulations on the fishing here, and it's not really worth going. Me, little dude. Question N. Wyatt, what you talking about? Mandy got a new video out. I ain't too happy with my next one, but I think I screwed it up. Tim Hortons coffee. Adam, no, I have not. I don't think. I'm kind of partial to my Folgers. You know, I'm like Cab 7 when it comes to coffee. You don't mess with my Folgers. Now, he likes the stuff that goes through the coffee machine. I like mine instant. Because if I want a stronger cup, I throw 3 spoons in there. Oh, Mary, it's not that. I think I screwed it up. You'll see it. It'll be up tomorrow. Actually, it was pretty today, but just chilly. How was your dinner tonight? My dinner was good. For the most part, it's sitting in my stomach like concrete, but what music did I like? Around the late 80s and 90s. Terry, same music I listen to now. The headbanging kind. Have I ever tried Canadian beer? No, when I was on the road, I didn't drink at all, guys, at all. I mean, you got to realize, I mean, y'all don't know, but I was one of the few people that I was on call 24/7. And that was 18 years. I literally came home one day, was home for 20 minutes, and got a phone call and had to leave. That's what kind of job that was. And had no choice in the matter. That's what Miss Cindy never understood. See, I wasn't hired under a regular deal. I didn't fill out a job application. I signed a contract. Wild caught salmon, that's good. Use a laptop for this, but gaming I use PS4. T, if he was an alcoholic, he hit it pretty good. I've seen him drink. Most alcoholics, once they start, they can't stop. And anytime we had oysters, he always had Michelob. I mean, Miller. Adam, Canadian beer is strong as hell. That's because it's a lager. Y'all's is mostly dark beer too, ain't it? Rather have caught wild salmon than farm raised. Well, Justin, be honest with you, Wild is better for you. Farm raised doesn't have the enzyme to help your body. Charlie Chill reminded me of been out of trouble and sober up. He's doing good. I'd take my hat off to him. Nick, I'm still playing that Death Straining, trying to finish it off. I'm getting tired of it though. I got to do something different here pretty soon. British alcohol is good. Never had it. Ryan, you had a steak today? Streamlabs better than OBS? I didn't like Streamlabs. You can do a little bit more with it. Literally a little bit more with it. It's not worth the headache. Me and Charlie are good, as far as I know. You missed my question about the Ouija board. Well, if you got one, you want to get rid of it, put it in a duffel burlap sack, spin around counterclockwise, spinning the bag clockwise. Oh, yeah, and you got to have a circle of salt. And you have to repeat, evil spirits go away. Opinion on AGP. Thought he was a good guy. Lindsay, I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, before I forget. Anna. Oh, where'd it go? From Strongsville, Ohio. Thank you for the card. I got it. Right there makes it worth everything, guys. You know, before Christmas, I was asked to put out my address. Send out that people were going to send me Christmas cards. You know, I only got 3. But I got swatted 11 times. Yeah, I seen the new Star Wars movie, the one that they put out. Thing about Star Wars that pissed me off the most when it first came out is it was out of order. If they would have done it like they did it this time and everything was in order, it would have made so much better sense. Fuzzy, what do you want? What was the best food AGP cooked? The pot roast, of course, Grandma. Should be grateful you got any cards. Why you say that? I ain't gonna tell you who the other 2 cards were from, but that's all right. Hater. What are you talking about, son? And the frames and editing was bad. Can't take it. Scene. Okay. I'm not getting into that Iraq bullshit. Okay. If we go to war, we go to war. It won't be war, it'll be a police action, just like the last one they turned into. Chief, I appreciate it. You're a good guy. I appreciate that, man. Oh, the Star Wars movie? Yeah. No, because to be honest with you, T, we didn't really act. I mean, we were kind of led to what made things with me and Angry Grandpa so good is because we bounced off of each other. Okay. To where he was being funny, I'd be the serious one. And it wasn't acting. I mean, it just came out that way. We didn't rehearse none of that. No, I'll be moving sometime in March. Like the Persian Gulf War. Yeah, it's going to be bad anyway. Anytime that you put those three letters together, it's going to be bad. Little Red, how's it going? Is Michael Green in here? Most probably. He's lurking. You know, that question, I don't know. How old was Bridget when she moved out? Because I was lied to for at least 4 years. Okay. And had no idea what was really going on. Lied to be about what? Who lied to what? Any favorite movies? Actually, I got a new favorite movie. Guardian of the Galaxy. I seen it before I got on today. And you know what? That little raccoon really gets me right here. Any kind of questions like that, get timed out. Sorry, Lindsay. On the marbles game. Where is it, Fuzzy? Come here. Come here. Don't bite me. Come here. Oh. The Kiss Into the Road tour. I've been hearing that you know how many times they've done this Into the Road tour? It's like ZZ Top. They'll always come back. Always. Boop. Yeah, when a little dude, I have to check that out. That little raccoon just kind of that one thing just kind of hits me right. I laughed my ass off when I seen it. And he goes, "This is funny." He's pointing the gun at the dude, and I just don't know how bad this is going to hurt. Pulls the trigger, and Lights him up. Ain't that right, Fuzzy? You was watching it too. Boop. In Boston, and now I'm seeing them again. Mansfield. Who, the Crew? Did I see that right? What was my thoughts of Michael when I first met him? He was a good young man. I didn't think he was that old. They didn't tell me his age. I didn't ask either. Slayer just did their back in November. What was the longest time you ever been away from home? Well, actually, I only seen Bridget 5 times in 17 years due to Cindy keeping her out of town and keeping her away from me. I think the longest time I stayed away from Charleston was 8 months. 8 months. A doctor finally cut my medication off, so I had to come back to Charleston. Son, yeah, mine's real friendly too. I'm amazing. Well, somebody didn't think so. I try to be. Seeing Motley Crue in August, Fenway Park. I seen the Crew in Las Vegas a couple of times. Ozzy a couple of times. Seen a bunch of tribute bands for Floyd and a few others. Bridget lost weight. Well, that comes with the baby. I mean, I'm sure that the doctors got on to her ass about it, and that's why she's doing it, because she had so many complications. But she'll feel better. Who knows? Hell, instead of having a mean right hook, she most probably will take up kickboxing. Look out. Song Money for Nothing from Money from Pink Floyd is a good one. I love that song. Then you got Dire Straits too. Can't believe I'll be 29 January 18th. Feel old? Hey, you don't feel old till you get at least 50. Then you start feeling, that's when you start falling apart. Any good fishing spots? Yeah, they're all over the place. So ain't got the money or the time. Josh Bacons, what's up, man? You'll be 40 in March. Well, bud. Bama boy. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Bama. Jennifer. Hey, guys. You get a chance, check out Nick Welch's channel. pretty much on every day. Not to mention Haley. Haley's another one that pops on. She pops in and out of here. She's a mod. And Mary's Place. She's got a lot of good cooking videos going on. You definitely will learn something there. You'll definitely get hungry watching her stuff. Trust me. Jacob, there's your shout out. Hey guys, smash that like button. Share it out on your social media. Nick, no. No. Never. Didn't happen. I hear she's chasing some dude named Thomas. And he's about to put a restraining order out on her. What is my favorite grandpa video? It would have to be the one where me and Debbie and my sister were in it. It was one of the first ones that I made with them. Yes, Fuzzy. I'll be off shortly. She wants to go play. Okay, well, if you can't unblock him, I'll have to wait till he shows up. Send me his full name and the name he uses, and I'll find him. I still can't find a couple of them. And if they've been blocked at their end, I won't be able to do nothing about it. He's in the chat and said, who, me? Sent you a PM. Okay. Why does Pickle Dump act so tough now to you? Well, if you notice, he's acting so tough to me, but he ain't talking to me. And he won't meet me in a public place. Well, Chris, I try to be. I'm just me, though. Nothing really amazing. Just, I'm a nice guy. Nicholas, you play the drums? Always wanted to do that. I'm tone deaf. Jason? Yes, I have seen the baby. Seen the baby at the hospital. Yes, I have seen the baby. Did I ever take Bridget fishing? Yeah, she outfished me. It's one funny thing I learned when I took her fishing. This was in February. The trout were running, and I figured I'd set her up. It was low tide, just starting to come in. And I mean a dead low tide. The place I go fishing for trout is about 16 foot deep at high tide. At low tide, you barely get your ankles wet. Well, underneath the bridge, it's got to drop off maybe 4 foot. They keep it drained out and dug out. Well, I figured I'd put her with a little pole with a mud minnow on it underneath there, and I wouldn't hear nothing else. She'd just sit there and play with it. Crab might get it. That's what I was figuring anyway. I got my pole out in the water. No more than 3 or 4 minutes went by, and she's heading for the water. On the end of her line, she had an 11-pound chunk of carpet with 2 eyeballs. She had a big old flounder, and it's the biggest one I've ever seen caught on a rod and reel. And I mean, it was huge. It would not fit in a cooler. Payden, you play the guitar? Well, you and dude with the drums need to get band going. My if I'm ever up that way, I'll take you fishing. That's right. Me and Little Red's always been talking. I mean, we haven't been talking lately, but when all that crap was going on, we've always talked. Bad Blood, what's up? In a coffin? Nah. I think they burnt that Ouija board, so they're going to have bad luck for a while. Any good restaurants in Charleston? There's quite a few. Just depends on your taste and how much money you want to spend. I have found you can spend less money and get better quality food than what somebody with deep pockets thinks. Have you ever been through Rhode Island? Yeah, I've been through Rhode Island. California fishing. Now I've seen a couple of shows, Steve-O, on YouTube fishing on the West Coast, and y'all got some weird looking fish. Thing is, if I ever go fishing over there again, I didn't catch anything when I went fishing. I wouldn't know whether I could catch it, clean it, and eat it or not. Shit looks poisonous. Do I miss Bridget? Of course I do. Bridget was the whole reason I came back to Charleston. Okay. If I wasn't going to come back and get back and get to know my daughter, I wouldn't have came back. Oh man, I can imagine. When I lived, well, I didn't live there. I kind of worked there in Huntington. There were some places down on the other side of Charleston that we used to go fishing when the trout were running. Man, you want to talk about it was some good eating. Water was running quick though through there. Rocks and debris. You're fishing in the wrong place. Don't want to wake up with a foot on my forehead. Okay. Steve-O, I know. I mean, I've seen some stuff that these guys were eating. And We got stuff that looks like that here, and it's poisonous. You can't eat it. Now we got a spiny dogfish that looks like something like one of y'all's red and blue fish, and the spikes on it are poisonous. Oh, son, you ain't got to worry about that. You're radiated anyway. You ever eat fast food? You get more radiation out of that than anything else. How many times do you have? I have no idea. Mandy, you better get back on schedule. Oh, seriously, when you think about it, have you studied actual radiation? Or are you going by what people are telling you? You get a fish report and they'll tell you whether the fish in there, any of them has got that radiation in it. We've had them over here on the East Coast from over there show up. Coke, Adam. Little Red, I think y'all need to bury the hatchet and be nice. Look who's where, Lindsay. Best place to fish in New York is there's a place to fish in New York. And I'm talking the city. Hmm. I know. Now, what kind of Mountain Dew are you talking about, Jason? There's two types of Mountain Dew. I'm in the South. Pepsi is nasty. You know, the true Mountain Dew has a hillbilly on it. And he's kicking like a wooden keg, I think is what I remember it as. And then they changed it to what it is now. But the other one you can only find in North Carolina. I don't really have a favorite color. Okay, Mary. Any ghost stories? Not really. I'm not really into ghost stories. I don't get scared by that. I mean, I've walked through the woods. I used to stay out in Adams Run, and the guy's family, he had 5 boys, uh, all within 5 years of my age. And I got thrown out of here, went and lived with them. And we stumbled across an old Civil War graveyard that it was crazy, real crazy. I mean, we got into the graveyard now. I mean, it went dead silent. It just made your hair stand up on your head, on your hands. I mean, And about 2 weeks after that, they had a grave out there explode from all the gases underground. Never seen Mountain Dew live wire. Well, once you start taking them pills, Lindsay, you got to stay with it. Yes, Adam, we had a civil war. Actually, I think it started here in Charleston. Who do I think will make it to Super Bowl? I don't know. I watched my first game the other day between Seattle and Philadelphia, and I was seriously disappointed that Philadelphia didn't pull it out their ass. Awesome, buddy. There ain't one. I've been through them all. I've even been to Hawaii. Actually stuck foot on Hawaii's ground for 4 hours and boarded the plane again. I need a gas PO so I can sign up for WW3. Uh-oh. Mountain Dew Throwback has a hillbilly on it. Huh. Randy, appreciate it. Civil War started between Doug and Donovan. Well, that lasted 2 minutes. You seen what happened last time he started his bullshit. No, I've never heard of that. Funny grandma show. All right, Steve-O, you have yourself a good one, brother. I'm going to be jumping off here in a few minutes. My favorite soda is Diet Coke. Any good life stories? I'm here. Done some of the most dangerous work there is known to man, and I'm still here. What's your thoughts about the Australian bushfires? Live about 40 minutes away from it. I think it's terrible. I hope they find out who set them, and I hope they deal with them properly. Have you done roofing? I did roofing in high school. No, Randy, I only drank it out of a 2-liter bottle when I'm on here. Or playing video games. Any other countries besides the United States? I've been down into Mexico. I've been up into Canada. Got a favorite food? Fish. All right, guys. Been on here an hour. it is time for me to shut it down. What did you do in Mexico? I can't talk about that. Bonnie, hello. Wyatt, you have a good night. Guys, y'all have a great night or a great morning, depending on where you are. Keep the people in Australia in your thoughts and prayers. Much love to everybody. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you for the super chats. You didn't have to, but I do appreciate it. Beef, what's up? Guys, smack that like button on your way out, please. Share it out on your social media. Maybe somebody else might watch it a little bit. And remember what I said about those 3 words. You know, it's a shame that it's disappeared. Here we are, supposedly the strongest nation, and we don't even make shit like we used to here. I guess that means we've gotten too big for our britches. But I think everybody should write their congressman. Don't care which party it is. Tell them to get the workers back to work. Start restamping that stuff saying made here. But y'all have a great night. Much love to you. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button, share it out on your social media, and ding that bell twice. That way you get the notifications. I think Haley might be doing something on her channel. If y'all want to go check her out. But we will talk at y'all later. Much love to you guys. Bye.